Hello, good afternoon. Thank you all for being here at this opening lunch, and thank you, Jim. Thanks to Alec for recognizing the need for the American City-County Exchange, which again is the organization of local elected officials who believe in the same principles that Alec members do. I am so grateful that Alec has chosen to create this organization and sustain it over the years as we have grown into a strong and resilient organization. I'm a city council member in Austin, Texas, and unfortunately my story is not unique, but it puts a fine point on the many reasons why we all need to invest in ACE. I ran for Austin City Council because I was appalled at the staggering cost of living increases we were seeing year after year due to the growth in local government. At the time, I was a staffer for a state representative in the Texas legislature with no interest in ever running for office myself. And there was every reason for me not to. I was in a slightly blue district. I was young. I hope I still am. I had no name ID, none of the right endorsements, none of the important local power players supported me. But I was passionate, I was genuine about why I was running, I was willing to work hard, and ultimately I was able to speak to issues that transcend party lines. And I'm so glad that I did, because now I am the sole conservative voice on a very liberal council of 11 members in the very liberal city of Austin, Texas. This has allowed me to bring to light a point of view that would have never been represented otherwise. Rick Perry once called Austin the blueberry in the tomato soup, or the dot of blue in the sea of red that is Texas. So many states across our nation are in the exact same position, with vast conservative, rural, and suburban areas punctuated by deeply blue progressive urban cores. But as the elections in Virginia showed us last month, all areas, urban, suburban, and rural, are beginning to slide towards big government policy. And it's happening for one reason. As state legislators and ALEC members, you have been so effective at limiting government and expanding individual liberty at the state level that progressives have no choice but to go around you. They're coming after me. They're coming after common sense, balanced budget, good government elected officials at the local level. Their short-term goal isn't necessarily winning just for the sake of it. For them, it is truly to change society. If our cities offer an unending list of giveaways at taxpayer expense, it's not long before that is what the people will come to expect, that government can and should do everything. And their stronghold is local governments, counties, cities, towns, and villages. And as cities become more progressive, so too will your states. In that regard, the American City-County Exchange is not only a valuable resource for its members, it is truly an investment in securing the future of limited government in your states. Every local elected official you encourage to join the American City-County Exchange is one block in a great wall that will be needed to stem the progressive tide rising up in cities around the country. In 2013, just a few years ago, ACE was just an idea, and today it has more than 300 members. And in the spirit of healthy competition and in recognition of Alec's 45th anniversary next year, I'd like to point out that ACE is actually on a path for faster growth than ALEC was at its inception. But it's growing faster because it is so desperately needed. There are no other free market, limited government thinkers on city and council, the organizations that represent these free market thinkers in cities and counties across the country. There was no other forum for like-minded people like myself and other ACE members to share ideas. We need ACE because of the forum it provides, and I need you to personally commit to help us growing our organization. The stronger that ACE is, the stronger that ALEC will become. Beginning in 2018, ACE will host a series of policy academies and membership events across the country. If you have a colleague in your state that should be a part of this local government movement, please fill out the forms on your table. Your recommendations and personal referrals are the most impactful way you can help us to grow ACE. So there are forms at each one of your tables. I ask you to take just a minute and write down a few of your stellar local elected officials who believe in limited government and personal responsibility. Your support is so greatly needed and is incredibly appreciated. So thank you to the ACE members who are here with us today. Please go out of your way to seek them out, listen to their stories, learn why they became members, and share their stories with your elected officials back home. Thank you so much, and look forward to meeting you all over these next few days.